What's going on, everybody? Thank you for the double tap. Appreciate that. I usually don't say that to our military people, because obvious reasons. But I do appreciate a double tap on the screen. That's pretty cool, y'all. I am just kind of letting the wind push me around. It's just the wind just started up out here. I say that because there's like a scum on the water. Doesn't look like it's been blowing anything around. The lake has dropped like 2 feet again. So that means we're getting back in our drought situations. And that sucks because I think it hurts the oxygen levels in the water. I don't know if that's a fact or not, but it's like some of the bigger fish just started biting. I haven't really been seeing them since spring, early spring. But they just started biting like the other day. And now I'm back to not seeing them again. But I do have a new lure I'm going to try out here in a minute. It's called the HissyFit. Yo, what's up? None. I've been out here for 4 minutes, and half of that was just getting out here on the water. So haven't seen any fish breaching. Usually I do by this time of day. The water is down a couple more feet, like 2 feet almost, since the other day. The other day it was doing great. I don't even know how many I caught the other day. It was awesome. But like I said, the water level coming down now, not really digging that. Yeah, it's got a leak in it. But I'm hoping with some of this water getting some shade on them now, that the fish will start getting a little bit more active. The water's sitting at right about 84 degrees, just over. Freshwater, between 5 and 6 pounds. Officially 5.09. But the day I decided to go buy my scale because I didn't have one, and I caught one that everybody was saying that was at least, not me, I wasn't saying it, but everyone was saying it was at least a 6-pound bass. I am in central Alabama. I'm actually 31 minutes northeast of Birmingham. All right, there we go. All right. It's funny because my top cities are out that way. When I looked at my analytics, which I thought was kind of funny. Actually, my number one city is in Indonesia, but it's way over there. But then it goes to New York, and then there's right there the UK. Orlando, right there by Interstate 4. They got a good buddy of mine still lives out there. I used to live in Tampa, so that's kind of all my old stomping grounds. Kind of like this ledge along here. The visitors that come in here that aren't supposed to be in here, they really can't hit this ledge too much, and there's always a lot of beds over here. Bluegill and bass. Of course, right now it's more bluegill. Well, God bless you too, brother. Appreciate you. Yeah, me too. Like I said, I've been out here I've only been fishing now for about 3 minutes, so if I got one right now, that'd be great. That'd be a really good way to start the day. But we will see. The fluke's been doing really good out here. I've never used a fluke until recently, and I don't know why I never used one, other than I just never really did good with plastics. I've always been a hard bait kind of guy. I'm trying the last couple weeks to get out of my comfort zone. again, I appreciate those likes, y'all. I mean, I guess every time you hit the double tap the screen, it helps me out, and I really appreciate that. Because you can't grow your channel without people helping you out. So, you know. Because trust me, if I could do it all just by myself, I'd do it. But I think they have things that make it. They'd say that you wouldn't watch your own videos over and over. I don't think they give you credit for them anyway. I'm kind of hoping that now that there is a little bit of wind. When I first got out here, there was none. I'm hoping the wind will just push me around a little bit today, and I don't. Gotta push me where some fish are at, because I'm not even really seeing any on my depth finder, which is kind of aggravating. And even if I did, I don't really know where they're going. I'm still trying to figure it out. I mean, I can tell if they're on my left or on my right, and I can tell if they're right below me. But I don't know if they're going where they're going. Still trying to figure that out. One thing you learn about me is I am not an expert, and I do not pretend to be. I'm actually hoping people that come in here can help me learn and make me a better angler. So, and so far, a lot of people have come in here and helped me out. They're a pretty good bunch of guys that have been coming in here. I try my Spro. Yeah, but has anyone used the HissyFit? I'm gonna switch over to that here in a minute. That's one of the new lures I got. I want to give a try to. I'm gonna give it a try. I'm gonna put a long worm on it or something. But kind of looks like frog. Kind of looks like a snake head. I mean, definitely a snake head. But it's got like the frog thing on there. And one of the things it shows, you put a long worm on there. But it's just screwed in right there. Rio 42, what's up, brother? It's going good. Fluke's not working, but I mean, I just got out here, so you know. I'm gonna try this HissyFit here in a minute. Man, that song should go live here in a couple hours. But I appreciate you. This thing's like pretty cool. Just whoop. But yeah, I went ahead and I did for a little bit. Like I said, I just got out here. I've only been out here for only been fishing about 7 or 8 minutes. But I want to see how this does. I know we're not really haven't seen anything to be encouraged with topwater, but I'm hoping this is something that they haven't seen. We definitely throwing that today. Yeah, flat one on the bottom. Really haven't. The lake is down. Let's see, I was out here, what, 2 days ago? And the lake is actually down about 2 feet since those 2 days. So, looks like I'm going to have to tie this on, which is fine. I don't mind doing that. I just can't get a little quick connect up in there. Take but a second. If I can see it. These old eyes, I'll tell you what. Hey, brother, I appreciate you stopping in, man. All right, let's see here. I'm going to give this HissyFit a try. I'm going to actually tie it on. I'm not going to use a quick connect because I can't really get up in there with it anyway. How you doing today? Yeah, I got this one. I got two more that are coming in. A Wake Walker. I'm telling you, did you look that up, by the way? Indonesia. That's what I'm talking about. I'm doing good, man. I hope you're doing good over in Indonesia. I got a top water coming. I got that Wake Walker. That Wake Walker, really digging it. Like I said, a lot of guys swear by them. I haven't tried one, but we're gonna give this HissyFit a try because it looks like a snake. It looks like a frog. Okay, it's kind of like a crawler. All right, figured that's what it was gonna be. But I wanted to go with a worm on it first. But you can also put a worm like on that little screw-on thing. They were showing that you could put a worm on there like in the middle, like you're wacky rigging it, and it will it'll look like a frog leg. No, I did not. That's why I giggled though. This is something I was kind of worried about once I got this. It's like, is that hook going to stay where it's supposed to be when I'm casting? So I'm debating if I should tie the hook up to it. Yeah, Wake Walker. Okay, and I did not expect this snakehead to be a floaty. I mean, I know it's a top water, but I didn't expect it to float, so I can actually just stop it there for a second and see what happens. It kind of floats like a baby alligator. Kind of like a little zombie thing. Mm-hmm. A donkey land. Yeah, you ready to go? That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, one of my guys at work asked me if I was gonna start traveling to do fishing, and I'm like, I ain't scared to. So I got a couple guys right down here just south of us that I want to go hang out with, being y'all. But definitely want to do some traveling. I got my gold camp thing I'm doing next weekend. I called my buddy and I was like, "They got any fishing areas out there?" Because I know the camp closes at a certain time, and when it closes, well, I always got poles in my truck. So this thing keeps getting twisted up. I'm not going to keep using it. Oh, scared me. They definitely like it as far as the action and all that, but those hooks, they just don't seem real reliable to me. I think I'd rather just have like a treble hook on there. I may fix that. We'll get over here in the shallow and see if we can't get a. Man, it should go live very soon. I already sent it to my publisher. They verified the music. They verified the artwork for it, and now it's just a matter of how quick it can go live, how quick they can get it to all the stores. And usually, that's when I say live, it's just that's why I tell everyone my publisher puts everything on YouTube first. But I think it's more a fact of it's just easier to put stuff on YouTube, and that's why it goes live here first. What's up, man? Yeah. See, now the hook lined up the way it's supposed to on that one. All right, yeah, tell him to talk to me about it. Yeah, it's gorgeous out here. The only problem I have out here right now is I forgot my bug spray, so that's on me. But haven't had any visitors out here. Haven't really seen any fish, but I'll figure out where they're at here in a little bit. Not having any luck yet. I've only been out here for about, wow, maybe 15 minutes. I got overzealous and really wanted to chunk that over there pretty far. Thought it was floating. It's definitely not floating right now. Maybe it's just slow sink. Let's see here. I am trying out a new bait. It's called the HissyFit. Had a lot of good reviews, but my only issue with it is those hooks. They're not doing exactly what they're supposed to be doing. For the most part, I mean they are, but not every time. Oh, see, I got a little bit of a knot in there. Let me get this out here so I can get to that knot. Oh, it's closer than I thought. Yes. It's about 2 feet lower than what it was the other day when I was out here. Thanks, guys. I appreciate y'all hitting those likes. Really wanted to give this thing a try, but I'm probably not going to stick with it right now. One, it's in the afternoon and top water's not great. Maybe when the sun goes down a little bit more. Now I seem to have better luck with the what was this? The Super Fluke Juniors. Heard that, brother. Appreciate you stopping in. Yeah, I'm thinking it's a little bit too early in the evening. Definitely too late in the day. But really want to give it a try. But I think I'm gonna go back to trying the Fluke for a little bit. Yeah, usually, and that's one thing I like about this lake is this lake's always got top water's usually going pretty good. But today I'm not. Whenever the water goes down, it's like the top water stops. And like I said, it just went down again. But every place I've gone, also, I'm not even seeing any fish, which I'm usually seeing some fish. Yeah, I appreciate if y'all do that. Pretty sure it helps out. Trying to get the channel going up a little bit more. I want to do some traveling, but that's not going to happen unless I can get my boy, that string's all twisted up with that fluke on there. I don't like that. But definitely if I can get it monetized, that would help with that. I'm close to it. Yeah, there's I haven't seen any smallies in here, but the bass are definitely done spawning. The bluegills were, so the bass are returning the favor and harassing them. Maybe just switch over and try the wacky rig because really nothing else is working. I say that like I've been out here for a long time, but I've only been out here a little bit today. I literally just got out here. I'm gonna go over here to this corner in front of me. And I'll probably go to one more tree, and if that don't work, I'm gonna go with the wacky rig for a little bit. I'll switch over to that. I have not caught anything with a crawfish out here. I would think that I would, but I haven't even seen any crawfish. I actually thought about dropping a piece of meat somewhere just to see if I could get, some crawfish on, just to see if we got any. It's my lucky day. Well, I agree with that because I woke up, so better than the alternative. I notice when I let the fluke get down a little bit lower also, that does help a little bit. But those the Fluke Juniors seem to do really, really good. Super Fluke has not been helping me, has not been being good to me yet. Well, that's what I've been doing. Ain't nothing happening over there. So, all winter and spring, while I was walking along the dam right here, even in the sunlight, there's been fish all through right here. And this is the first time that my depth finder's gone off. So, that puts me trying this over here for a minute. Trust me, I'd much rather be in the shade. But there's literally nothing over in the shade right now. And I'm really surprised about that. But I'm gonna go hit that lay down over there, which has got some shade on it. Just gonna hit this corner first. But I want to get up underneath these trees over here a little bit. It definitely has some low lying. The dam has trees all along it right there. They're pretty low, but of course the water dropping 2 feet. They seem kind of high right now. Heard that. All right. Get up under this tree over here. Something's here with me. I'm gonna go over to this lay down real quick. When I say that, something's been poking up over here. It's probably a bluegill. We'll cast over here and see what happens. Had an interesting thing happen 2 days ago while I was out here. It wasn't really interesting, but I caught a fish who, once I got my hook out of it, I realized it was gullet hooked. And I kind of worked on it for about 5 minutes. I kept putting him in the water, kind of moving him forward and back, trying to get some oxygen through his gills. But I actually was able to get it out. I was pretty happy with that. I let him go. He was definitely weak, but hopefully he went and got himself something to eat after that. A burger or something. So we're gonna give this lay down a try. Then we're gonna go for that lay down. Turn the brakes on real quick. All right. This is the deepest part of the lake right here. And it's usually about 20 feet, but it's not right now. So it's at 14.6. And they're all low. Everything I am seeing in here is low. Full throttle, what's up, brother? How are you tonight? No. I did move over here to this lay down where I caught that one with that was gullet hooked. And started getting bigger fish over here. But I'm telling you, that water level's down probably 2 feet since I was out here the other day. I did catch a full throttle. Does that count? It's like we were saying, what you were saying yesterday. It's like our schedules flip flop. There you go. All right, full throttle. You're my good luck charm. All right. Let's get you back in the water where you belong. There we go. All right. Boop, 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 boop. All right. That'll work. So I'm saying they're not in the shade right now, and they should be. I don't appreciate it. Fish on, baby. Yeah, that's what I saw with my wife last night, and she's like, "Y'all are weird." I'm like, "We don't do it on purpose. It just happens that way." She's like, "Oh, thought y'all scheduled it." I'm like, "No, we just go when we can." She's funny. Ooh, this thing's got my braid all twisted up. That's all right. I'll figure it out later. So, when you're using your fluke, do you put a leader on it? Like, I mean, I got a leader on it, but do you put a like a swivel up above the leader? Right, schedule. Yeah, I remember to do the little create a highlight thing. I do want to go back and I downloaded my live from the other night because I want to go back and I want to get a video. I want to make a short out of the one where I got the extra hook out of it. Cogman Cooks, what's up? Let's see if you're my other good luck charm. So if I get it down deep enough, over here they hit it pretty good. They hit it pretty good. Appreciate all y'all stopping in, doing the whole like thing and all that, and just participating. That's the cool thing. Got one below it. About 10 feet. There were a bunch of them right there earlier. Let's see something real quick. Let me let that just fall. Yeah, I definitely need to figure them out. That's just killing me that I'm not seeing any kind of action in here right now. Because I mean, this place is like usually just alive, but like I said, now that we're in drought conditions again, I might go to spinnerbait. I got my pink ones, but think I'm gonna tie on a spinner bait and give that a try because it'll get down lower quicker. Cogman, do you do a lot of cooking at home? I had one of my guys at work told on me today. Told him I make pretty good lasagna. The things I do make, I make good. But so it looks like I'll be cooking lasagna. But I prefer to cook on my grill. Did a brisket and 4 butts last weekend. I'm thinking about doing some wings again. The wings are something I can take to work. I used to sell barbecue, and I'd cook for work, and I cooked 200 wings a night. Oh, turtle! I don't know if y'all can see it or not. You got 'em. But I cook like 200 wings every night. They'll be sold by 7 a.m. the next morning. Try it over here. Gotta find my driving stick. Yeah, I appreciate those likes. Definitely helps out the page, channel, whatever. Still getting used to what it is here and now. I'm gonna try some. We're gonna go with a chatterbait probably, or not a chatterbait, but a cranky. 4-way. I don't know what I was looking for. I wish you're not in here. Yeah, I would definitely appreciate it if y'all did that. Yeah, I definitely think I'm gonna go with a crankbait. I mean, I bought a crankbait rod, and I've only thrown one on there. All I gotta do is go find where the fish are at. That leader's getting so small, should I cut it off? I'm gonna go with this old one. This thing is beat up. A little rusty. But this has always been my skunk buster. It is a fire tiger with the bass pattern painted on. Or painted in the bass, baby bass pattern. That's it. So, who was in here when we were talking about the meta glasses yesterday? Was it any of you gentlemen? I just remember talking about. I don't remember who we're all talking about it with. I got my son put. All right, let's go find some fish. But my son put my prescription lenses in my meta glasses. He called me today. He put a little bit of shade on it for me because they come with automatic like transition lenses. And I don't know if you've ever had transition lenses. I can't stand them personally. They are not for me. Yes, I know. There's a lot of trees down there. I got you. But oh hey y'all. So anyway, I'm kind of excited that he got those prescription lenses in there for me. Let's just give this a try right here. Hopefully I don't catch a tree. But this doesn't dive too deep. Alright, good deal. Hey brother, how you doing? Appreciate you stopping in, most definitely. Caught one so far. On the fluke. I just switched over because I've been using the fluke for a while. I just caught one, but I'm gonna see if I can get out here and get my old skunk buster to. I ain't used it in a while. Let's see here. Yep. Excuse me, y'all. All right, good deal. Yeah, the lake is down about 2 feet. I don't know if y'all can tell the difference or not, but I just came out here the other day and it's already down another couple feet. I had no problem turning my truck around when I got here. But yeah, I hope you're having a good day, brother. I need to get one of my deep diving crankbaits over here. I haven't used one of them yet. But I've always been on shore, so I never had a reason to use them. Scott, what's up, man? It's going good. Floating around in a kayak. I caught an 8-fish. Busy, just one. That's all right. There's more in here. It just the water level dropped again. Anytime the water level drops, fishing the bite gets really hard for a few days. And I forgot my bug spray, but that's the worst problems I got. I'm still in good shape. There that goes. How are you doing today, buddy? Oh, frogs are coming out. I was going over here by the other tree. Make a dumb cast across this tree first. Ah, awesome. And all my grandkids are done went home. I tell you what, oh man, I don't know if you heard my song, Who Knew? Yeah, look it up. It's about my grandkids and the fact that the only reason why my kids survived was because subconsciously I wanted grandkids. I was unaware of that. I was completely unaware of it. But definitely love the grandbabies. They're a lot of fun because I don't have to be disciplinarian with them. I don't have to fight with them. My daughter's like, "You like them better." I'm like, "Yeah, but they don't try teaming up on us like you and your brother did. So I didn't like y'all when you were here. So why would I like you now?" Yeah, well, I don't get it. That wasn't true, but Hey, I appreciate those likes, everybody. Thank you for hitting that screen. It definitely helps the channel. I'm close to getting to that next goal. I'm like, right there. And the only reason why I'm right there is because of all y'all. So I greatly appreciate it. Yeah, but actually I wrote that song in front of my son. He said, "What do you mean you glad you didn't close that door, Dad?" And I said, "I'm glad I didn't choke y'all out because I wouldn't have had grandkids." He said, "Yeah, but what do you mean about closing the door?" I'm like, "Everything would have been finalized if I choked you out." I was like, all right, I'm gonna leave this tree alone for a while. I may come back in a little bit. Afterburners. Do some open water throwing. So over there, about where I don't know, 20 feet that way, it gets super duper shallow. But doesn't mean there ain't fish there. Caught a lot of fish from that bank. I have a new biz bait, spinner bait. I want to give it a try. Yeah, that's what I like. It's like we're getting a lot of people that keep coming into each other's group things to support each other, and it's really awesome because then we get to know each other, and I like that. That's kind of neat. Just makes me liking this whole live thing that much more. Yeah, one of my guys at work's like, "Flavor Dave, what's up?" Big old fishy fam. I'm telling you, we all need to go down to Florida or somewhere and do like a charter and all go fishing together. That'd be awesome. I'd love that. But yeah, one of the guys at work was like, because every now and then he'll like turn on my music before he goes to bed on his TV, and then mute it, and then he'll go into the other room, go to bed. And I'm like, I don't think you're supposed to do that, but I'm cool with it. And he's like, "Yeah, you need all you guys to do it. Y'all need to do it for each other. Just play their lives and stuff." And I'm like, that's actually kind of a good idea, but Well, I guess a big fishy family is a little bit better than a big old sketchy family, right? It's driving me crazy that there's just nothing biting. All right, we'll get out of here, I reckon. What time is it? 6:30. Throw this crankbait in front of these trees over here and see what happens. Yeah, there's one guy I wanted to go get all my sons together, because there'd be, with my two son-in-laws and my three sons and myself, and then I wanted us all to go down and do a charter. It's gonna be about 500 a piece, but I don't think any of them would put anything back for it. And I'm like, I can't afford to pay for it. It's like $3,000, but 500 a piece, that includes housing and everything. So you drive down on Friday, you got an Airbnb right there. You leave Airbnb in the morning, walk over to the boat, take said boat out, however far, and then fish all day, come back, go back to Airbnb, and then drive home on Sunday morning. And it's about $500 a piece for 6 people. Money, money, money. Of course, my air conditioner going out didn't help me with putting my money away. So the silver lining, though, next week I'm gonna have a new air conditioner. So kind of excited about that. Finally got a guy out here to check it, and he's like, "Oh yeah, I know why it's not working. It's dead." I'm like, "Crap." We just had the other one taken care of, so now my son has air conditioning upstairs, but we don't. So fortunately, we put a fan up there, blow some of that down. But yeah, next, tell him to come out after the 9th. Yeah. Because we don't want to die. But other than that, why? I say because it's worth it. 100%. You sir are correct. Got some little bluegill pattern crankbaits I may try. Yeah, all that shallow stuff back there is usually just got all kinds of topwater action going on. I've saved 4 jugs. Told my wife, don't throw them jugs away, but I'm gonna definitely come out here and I'm gonna put some chicken thighs on it, and we're gonna see if we can't drop something down low and see if there's any big catfish in here. You caught a lure with a shrimp? That's awesome. That is so awesome. Tell you, my boss, his son's been coming to work with him. He's like 6 or 7. School's out, so he's been going in just hanging out with mom and at work. And I want to take my metal detector up there with me. Be like, hey, you want some treasure? Come on. Might get me out of work for a little bit. Yeah, I haven't fished in Florida in so long. See, now we just bought some land not too long ago, and I told my wife I don't want to go on any vacations until we get our house built. So we're kind of really are locked down, which I really shouldn't be going on my my gold camp thing next week, but based on that, but it's kind of a special thing. It's not like it's a regular vacation. And I'll finally get to use my late brother's gold painting pans. But yeah, I want my youngest son, I want to take him out in the Gulf, put him on some redfish, and just anything. Because saltwater fishing is so much different. Yeah, I'm gonna do the gold prospecting thing. my wife really wants me to get out there because, like I said, when my brother passed, someone went and stole a lot of his stuff, including his dredger, and the only thing that was left was the pans. And so I got those. I've been wanting to use them for a while, just haven't had a chance to. So I'm really looking forward to that next weekend. I'm gonna do a lot of lives with that too. Ooh, baby red, sweet. Jacob, what's up, brother? How are you doing, man? How's I'm no longer a smoker going? You haven't been cheating though, have you? Nada. I thought we already started to quit. Your dad's still on board? All right, good deal. Whatever you got left, just throw it in the trash. Hey, Real Outdoors, Jacob, Real Outdoors in 42 and I. We got a song that's going live here in a few hours. That's great. Yeah, I missed the next week thing. That's cool though. Just stick to it. That's it. Once you, like I said, once you start, well, once you quit, once you start, quit. You know what I'm saying. Stick with it. Yeah, Lucky Snapback. That's the name of the song. It should be live on, at least on here on YouTube in a few hours. I haven't got an email about it yet, but they verified the music. They verified the art. Verified the artwork. I'm telling you, quitting smoking is the hardest thing I ever did. But when I did it, I figured out I could do anything I wanted. Oh, I gotta have a jig on. I need to get a jig on here. I need to get down there on the bottom. Just had a big old school go right on by. I'm with my Alabama jig on. Roll Tide, baby. I think I'm kidding too. I ain't. I'll tell you something else I'm surprised about. I have not had to kick anybody yet. Man, you put them packs away for a few months and you get your money back. Here we go. There's the Alabama jig. And I'm going to take that off and I'm going to put a fluke on it because I want to see how fluke goes on. Alright, so yeah, I'm always talking about LS lures. Y'all calm down a minute. Hunter made this for me. I told him, he's like, what kind of colors y'all want, and me to make. I sent him a thing. I told him college colors. I think that, college colors would be pretty awesome. We're gonna cut some of that off. Okay, I was definitely saltier than I thought it was gonna be. I was like a rubbery piece of jerky. But yeah, I told them I wanted some Michigan colors, and I wanted some Alabama colors. And the Alabama colors actually have done pretty good. Michigan colors did about as well as I thought Ohio State colors would do. But, you know, we are in the SEC, so. Hello. Oh, yeah. I literally about threw that in the water and grabbed my pole. That would have made me mad. Yeah, yeah, they didn't lie. That's a huge trigger. That was something I had a hard time with too. Like I remember we went to a bar after my wife graduated. We all kind of went out to celebrate, and I had already quit smoking. And man, between me drinking and being in a bar where everyone was smoking, that about tore me up. Yeah, they say not only is alcohol a trigger, but drinking Cokes and caffeine, like coffee, because a lot of people, especially smokers, sit there and drink their coffee, smoke their cigarettes. Yep. Y'all wait for me now. All right, so that Alabama jig out there, see what happens. Hopefully there's not a whole lot of vegetation right here. How's it going, Colin? Say hi to everybody. Everyone say hey to Colin. So we got most of the team put back together. Oh no, don't come up in the thing now. Stay down at the bottom. All right, I hate asking. Y'all know I hate asking, but if y'all don't mind, kind of give me, do some of that double tapping. Hook a brother up. I'd appreciate it. Hey, anyone in here who has not heard this from me, because I haven't said it all today, check out my music under my releases tab. Yeah, we do have a new song coming out this afternoon from Real Outdoors 42 and I. His concept, I did all the other stuff. I know, when you came in and made me, it reminded me. All right. Let's see if we got any vegetation on it. The wind's pushing me back to the, yes, no vegetation. Now I'm gonna cast right in the vegetation, watch. Oh no, I'm giving you credit. I just can't do it on the website or with my publisher, because if I do, we gotta go all over all the tax stuff, and I gotta know your life history. And well, they do. I don't have to, but I'm gonna make sure everyone knows it's your song. I just put it together. And I think it's kind of a banger. I like it. But you know, I'm a little biased. I ain't gonna lie. Oh, let me check my email real quick. Well, I don't have any emails. Yep, nope, no emails. Don't have notifications that anything's been delivered either. I got 2 new baits that are supposed to be coming in. Man. All right, y'all. The next spot is 30 likes. We can do it. I'm gonna pump y'all up. If I could like myself, I would, but I can't. I need y'all to help out. You're going to talk about smoking a lot in the next few months. And we're prepared for it. If that's what it takes, if you need to, we'll talk about it. Yeah, we got this, bro. I'm here to pump y'all up. I don't even know if anyone's gonna remember that. Come on, Alabama Jig. Bloop. Oh, you're gonna. The worst thing for me was the headaches. Juice, orange juice and apple juice helps a lot. The only problem I had with apple juice was it did help with the headaches and stuff because it's so tangy on the back of your tongue. Apple juice is a trigger for other things with me, so I was in the bathroom a lot. So, you know. I remember it was one day, actually, we were driving through Springville, here where I live, before we lived here. I told my wife, I said, baby, I got to stop and get some Doritos and a Coke or something. She's like, we really don't have the money for that. And I said, okay, I'm going to stop and get Doritos and a Coke, or I'm going to stop and get a pack of cigarettes. And the Coke, it helped, and the Doritos. Swamp Rat, what's up, brother? My day's going really good. Today was a little long at work. Probably gonna be a little longer tomorrow. But that's not here nor there. How's your day going, man? Thank you again for stopping in. I don't know if I told you or not. No, I didn't. Yeah, hit the like button. We're almost at 30. We're stuck at 27. Like button, double tap screen, whatever. I do have a new song coming out. I mean, I say it's me. I mean, I put it together. Real Outdoors. 28. There we go. Thank you. Real Outdoors 42. And I got a song coming out in a couple hours, so keep an eye out for that one. Lucky Snapback. Go figure, it's about fishing. I'm just saying, I think it applies. All right, so anyone just came in, appreciate you coming in, appreciate you being here. We got a good group of fellas in here. I hate asking, it embarrasses me, but y'all double tap the screen, please. Gosh, it took me too long to get it out. Lost 3 of them. Come on. All right, here we go find the fish. See, I don't want to go over that way too far because if I do, there's a lot of vegetation, and I got to switch out and do something else. Well, that's awesome, man. I appreciate that. I had my boss come by the other day, a couple weeks ago. Say the other day, but he told me that he was showing one of his buddies a poker chip that I gave him, and he's like, "Oh, I know that guy. I love him. I listen to his music all the time." He's like, "He works for you?" And my boss is like, "Yeah." And I thought that was really cool. It was just someone even local that heard my music. I have not even looked. I don't even know where to look to see if I have been on any kind of playlist countdown things. That would be really cool, and I'd like to learn or figure out how to find that. But what I'm really wanting is for someone to pick up some of my songs and sing them. I was talking with Riley Green. He liked a few of my songs quite a bit, and then I turned out to not be the real Riley Green, and then I want to go fight the fake Riley Green. You know. I mean, not like he was asking me for money or nothing. It was just he was trying to be Riley Green. And it's like, come on. Well, I'm on all streaming platforms. So here on YouTube, it's under Jason Keener Music, obviously, or YouTube Music. It's under Jason Keener Music. Aaron, hey, how's it going, man? Good to see you tonight. Thank you for stopping in. Don't you just do that. And yeah, you did it. But everywhere else, it's just under Jason Keener. Spotify, Pandora, I don't know, all of them. Apple Music, iTunes. I got one, but I'm talking to a bunch of good folk that got me up to 30 likes, which is awesome. Thanks, y'all. And I'm on the lake. That's where my luck's at. I have not. I'm not against it. Like I said, I mean, you've seen. I'm trying to get out. Like I said, I'm trying to get out of my comfort zone, use new things, and all right, that's what I've been waiting for. I don't know if y'all heard that. I had a big old smack over there. Come on, baby. Yeah, I appreciate that. This is the main place I do everything because my publisher releases all my music here first underneath my releases tab. So if you don't mind, check all that out. It's more turning into like a dark country, dark outlaw country. But every now and then, just whatever it's on my mind, I'll come up with. Like 10K Sitting on Go. One of my favorite songs is one of my three favorite hymn songs is 10,000 Angels. And talking about, you know, Jesus could have called 10,000 angels when he's on the cross, but didn't. But to me, it's like I've always been like thinking about the angels, you know, because yeah, okay, more outlaw. Someone told me dark, and I'm like, okay, I guess that's a genre now. I don't know, but it's the angels are soldiers, so still are, I guess, but they weren't called. You know, they're sitting on go, just waiting, just like just tell me, just I got this. We can do this. We can fix it. Just, you know, tell us when. Just like a good soldier would be, you know, they want to fight for the. Yep, there's a bass going up and down that over there. I'm gonna try his jig for. Oh, almost had one. Might put the frog back on. But anyways, just like a good soldier. I mean, they're always wanting to go fight for the ones they love and their country and all that stuff. It's like the angels were like that, in my opinion. And I could just close my eyes and just see them. So that's where that song came from, because that's why it's on my mind. And I wanted to put words to it, so I did. There's some of my songs I really feel that they could crack the top 100. But to me, they're all personal too. So that, to me, they all got a lot more depth than what I'm hearing on the radio, because I know where I was coming from when I wrote them. You know, like I said, like Blue Collar Daddy. I mean, that's the most emotional one for me. Thanks, brother. That's why I say most of my music is, it's the biggest thing I get from people is that it's relatable. Because it's things that we go through, especially like men. You know, it's like I got one of my songs is Small Circles, and it was just that one came together because of all the people who. It's like I get more support from friends or from people I meet out and about than I do from friends and family. Not saying that friends and family don't support, but a majority of them do not. It's like, oh, well, I ain't got time for that or whatever. And it just reminds me of that Nelly song. You know, it's like, what, you want tickets to the show? Oh, hell no. It's like, you weren't there. When I needed help at the beginning, you weren't there, I have had a couple on the radio. When I first started, like Pondside Vibes was the first song I did. And that was kind of like a reggae country thing. I was really trying to figure out what I wanted to do. You want to stand out a little bit, but it was really hard to keep that one going. it was it was a good song, don't get me wrong, but it was hard to make more and more songs like that. Um, you have no idea how much I appreciate that, and a lot of that also comes from some bluegill. Um, the appreciating it is I'm so close to being able to monetize the channel and get a little something back. Not that that's the priority for it all, but like I was telling my wife, I want to travel and fish. It's like I met a lot of good people, and if I can monetize it, then maybe I can travel and go fishing with people and let YouTube pay for me to go fishing, which would be awesome. Kind of funny thing about all that is I still send even though I got pretty much unlimited permission to come out here. I did ask the property owner, I was like, you still want me to send you a text, let you know when I'm out here? He said, well, I'd appreciate it. I said, that's no problem. I don't mind. Just wanted to ask. Don't want to be bothering you. So I sent him a thing, said, well, pending on blessing from my wife, I plan on going out to the lake today. He's like, good luck on the blessings from her, but have fun. And I'm like, the property owner should be the guy with the last say if I can come out here or not my wife. Yeah, I gotten to the point where, every now and then I'll turn on like my Pandora and I'll listen to like my New Breed channel. I really like New Breed. Jelly Roll. I like Jelly Roll before he became mainstream. And I like him just as much, if not more now too. But I was really, really happy to see him go mainstream. The first time he got to sing at the Grand Ole Opry. Yeah, I felt it coming. Thought I didn't be able to save it, and I didn't. But watched him come off stage just crying like a baby. It's like he never thought somebody like him would be allowed to be up there. And I think that's something a lot of us say because we have a hard time taking compliments. But I really believe that he believed that he didn't belong up there and he wasn't supposed to be there. And I think that changed his life, something like that. But yeah, I have, but most of the time I'm just listening to my own music. Because, like I said, I like every song that comes on. Even the ones I'm not like, oh, that's awesome. I still like to hear them too. But like I said, I drove the other day. I was talking about how I drove from central Alabama up to northern Kentucky straight through. And I was just listening to my music continuously, and I did not hear the same song twice. So I have a few songs out there. I gotta go back to some hard baits. This is getting on my nerve. What do I got over here? Alright, so I'm gonna let this just sit on the bottom for a second. And I'm gonna tie up a spinner bait. I know I got a new one that I would like to play with. I just don't remember where I put it. Do I use the popper since they're moving around now? Or don't I? You know what? I'm gonna try the popper. I know. I'm a very indecisive person. I can't help it. Hey, how did we go from 30 likes to... How can someone unlike the live? It does. I got all my little tackle boxes in my bag, but I grabbed the I get so overwhelmed with that because I want to try everything. And I'm like, well, I'm just gonna get me a little tackle box, and I'm gonna see if that'll help me with not getting myself overwhelmed. And it did worse because now I force everything in there. I gotta go back to the fluke. And I say that because I'm watching a fish. I've been watching him for about 15 minutes. And he's just going right down the shore. Now he just jumped over there. And I'm assuming he's going to jump over here in a minute. But he's pounding stuff up there. See if I want to do the popper too, because I haven't. Yeah, I'm going with you. We're going with the popper. All right, so here's my confession. I bought this popper last weekend because I'm like, I'm going to use it. But then I got the Pad Daddy frogs, which I absolutely love. And I never went over to the popper. So, really? You're so disrespectful when they do that. So, officially, I have not used a popper yet, ever. This is going to be new to me. They get a little frog colored one because, you know, it's frog color. Alright, let me get this all undone. So, but yeah, I appreciate everyone asking questions about the music. That was cool. I really enjoyed that. So I was just sitting here drifting. Something hit my boat. Nothing hit my boat. I just ran into that piece of metal right there. Where, like I said, the nice classy people over here on this side of the lake came and dumped a swing set in here. Ooh. I'm going to add just a little bit of brake on that. That's it. Me too. I'm going to go over there in that shallow area. I'm going to see what happens. I just want to get away from this underwater structure here. And of course there's a bunch of fish under me right now. They look all like they're pretty small, but I'll throw over here a couple times before I. So if I'm burning it, can I just burn it in, or I just need to keep doing a jerk reel? Alright, so let me relocate real quick, get the motor on. See, and this is like my favorite time of the day to fish. Well, this in early morning. And that's why I hate staying out here this late, because I know I'm not going to go home. Like, what time is it? 7 o'clock? Yeah, I should be wrapping up to go home because, you know, I got to get up. I got to be to work no later than 4:30. And what am I doing? I'm sitting here playing until dark. And it's going to get worse as it starts getting later. When the sun starts staying up later. Alright. Put the brakes on. Feel like I'm seeing a little activity. I may have to stand up and tempt the vertigo. I've been doing pretty good with that lately. So just pop it with the rod. See, this is where I'm counting on y'all to help me out. And this is all part of me trying to learn and do better. there we go. Yep, there we were. So that was the first fish I ever had on a popper. For a second. And no, I did not set the hook good enough. I was trying to get reeled back up so I could set it better. But I was right over that little trench. That's where they, tell you, that's where they like to ambush stuff. I got a rat. I'm gonna bring my rat out here, I think, next time. That may have been a little bluegill that popped just a second ago. All right, that was it. Dang. All right, I got the hook set that time. I had the hook set that time. I saw it. Look, I even created a little highlight. I should have done a little bit sooner. I thought I had that one. He went under. I set the hook. I felt it. It felt. As soon as it came out, though. Yeah, I need all the help I can get. Definitely need all the support. I think next week I'm going to invest in a better camera system. Yes, and after you subscribe and like and all that stuff, because let me tell you, being here, that's the coolest thing. I appreciate that. But after you do all that, y'all can check out my music under my releases tab. That would be awesome. I don't know if you'll like it or not. It ain't for everybody, but if you do, add me to whatever music platform you use. Spotify, iTunes, iHeartRadio, Deezer. Streaming in at least 35 countries. And Snotgrass. That's not funny. Making my feather look unpretty. I don't appreciate it. Need to bring a brush out here to straighten my feather back out. Bloop. All right, break's over. Get back to work. I think I'm boogered up. It's only popping down. I should have fussed about it sooner. Alright, we'll get the motor on again. Yeah, I like the quality. Don't get me wrong. I'm not fussing about that. My problem, I got to figure out how to keep it from bouncing around so much. That's why when someone was asking you about that last time, I go with what you said. I have a, like I said, the GoPro just keeps dying on me. And I do have a magnet thing to put on my chest. And I got that for my GoPro, but because I think the GoPro looks goofy on my head, I had a little head mount thing. And I did a lot, and I like that angle too. But I don't know, I want to get something better to hold my cameras with. A buddy of mine gave me another camera, actually an upgrade from this camera. So this is a Galaxy 22X or 22 Plus. Galaxy, I don't know, one of those. But his, he gave me a 23 Plus. And I got to figure out how to do that. I'm going to just use that for recording, and then I can go back later and just look at it without having to download it all. And then I can just upload it to YouTube from there. Yeah, man, let me back this up a little bit. Just remember, y'all asked for it. Make sure you let me know if I get any boogers. Don't let a brother go walking around hanging or floating around hanging. Alright. Clear this up right quick. Oh, I'm still fishing. This is me. I look just like my pictures on the artwork and stuff for my songs. The only thing I do is I use AI to dress me. Because look, it's either my wife dressing me or AI. It's one or the other. Had to check. Uh-oh, you Googled me? I don't know if anyone's ever Googled me before. That's kind of cool. And if they did, they didn't tell me about it. I mean, I went to church a few weeks ago, and Mr. Allen was like, "Jason, I love your shirt." I was like, "Thanks." Leslie made me wear it. He's like, "My wife made me wear mine too, so that's awesome. It's all right. It is what it is." All right, we're gonna go try another spot. Do I need to smile? I don't smile well. I'm in good health. My doctor has done very well about that. I told her she can never retire because I credit her to keeping me alive. So I hope you're doing well. The sad part is she's older than me, so she's gonna retire soon. But she got like the best staff ever, so that's kind of cool. My hair's getting long. To me, this is long. So feeling like a hippie without the tie-dye or weed. Alright, I'm gonna flip my camera and we're gonna go try another spot. But do you want to get a picture, still picture? You can get a bunch of pictures of me on my Facebook too. And let me know what you find on Google, because now I'm curious. I'm gonna go home and Google myself. And that sounds dirty. I don't like it. Yeah, but I told my wife. I asked her about about my pictures that I use for my artwork and stuff, and she's like, "I really like the hat." I was like, "Why was I never told about this?" Yeah. She's like, "Why?" And I was like, "Looks like I'm going hat hunting. Go buy me a new hat." You know how that goes. I mean, any kind of advantage we can get there, gotta take advantage of it. I'll be strutting around in my little black cowboy hat all day long. She'll end up not liking it because I'll be like, "You see my hat?" Are we going around that? Yeah, little point that I'm pointing at. We're about to go around that. That is actually one of my favorite places to fish here, and I try to leave it alone. My filed bends. Did I pronounce that right? Look, I got a hard enough time reading people's names when it's in English. But I will do my best. I meant no offense. I hope you are doing well tonight as well. Do. Oh yeah, we wide open, y'all. We got 31 likes. I think 58 was my most. But I will tell y'all this. I am surprised in the last, this makes 3 weeks now I've been doing lives. And which is really cool because most of y'all have been coming in here like every time I do a live, and I really appreciate y'all. But I have not had to kick one person out of this property and this whole time. It's like they're watching too, which is cool because that gives me more, you know, that helps. See, that's where I get in trouble when I do that pop, like multiple pops, and I can't get my line back in quick enough to really set the hook good. Any advice there would be appreciated. Yeah, double tap. Yeah, here we go. This is what we need to do. All right, y'all, check this out. If you poke me in the forehead 15 times, something really cool happens. That's an idea. They ain't no different. I mean, it's a lot different than them girls just putting on bikinis and be like, hit my leg button. I'm not doing nothing really, but you know, I don't have that advantage. I really need y'all to like me. Just for a second. All right, so I need to work on my popping. I don't know how long I'm gonna be out here because they're really not cooperating tonight, and I don't like it. I thought it was because y'all waiting to see my vertigo kick in or me kick someone off the property, which either one could be entertaining. Of course, the vertigo one would be bad because the stream would end. Oh, hey, fishy. Oop. Didn't mean to turn the brakes on. So when you use a leader with your fluke, like I was asking earlier, do you use a swivel in the front of the leader? Because my line is all twisted up. Might be getting a little bit better, but see, and this right here is why I actually wanted to try doing a left-handed pull. A left-handed reel, so I figured that's the only thing I can think of, because I looked at my braid a little bit ago. I'm like, whoa. I mean, it was like twisted. It looked like a cinch knot. It was twisted up so much. All right, so I've had 2 fish on the little plopper. Am I doing it right? It's just both of them just. So now I'm debating if I want to go home tonight and put bigger hooks on it, because I'm really digging it. But I mean, like I said, I got a couple bites right away. But they both fell off, so the bigger hooks help. And the way I'm popping I feel like my buddy who has cerebral palsy, this is the way he fishes all the time. I'm actually gonna make a video of this and I'm gonna show it to him and be like, look, I'm fishing like you. Which he's gonna find hilarious, but it doesn't feel like I'm doing it right. It just doesn't seem like it's. I'm trying to figure it out. Yeah, a gentleman I used to work with, his son has cerebral palsy and he loves fishing, but his hands are kind of torqued wrong. He has a hard time, but he loves fishing. And his daddy takes him fishing every chance he gets, and I think that's the coolest thing ever. And that kid has such a good sense of humor. So I'm thinking he's actually gonna like the video of me trying to fish a popper and looking like him. Oh yeah. Y'all definitely subscribe to each other. I'm glad you did that. Thank you. I know I usually say something, we all usually do. But yeah, Jacob's a good dude. I sent Jacob one of my shirts. Not one of my Pad Daddy shirts, because I don't have one of those yet. Hopefully this inlet is going to be as good as the other one was. All right. Sorry, I was playing on my settings. No, I can just do it with my reel. Okay. Well, that's a lot better. Someone could have told me that. All right. So maybe a higher, if I'm going to do it with my reel like this, maybe a higher ratio reel. Like a 8-1, 9-1, something like that. Question mark. I'll try my reel next time I bring my reel out. I think that's a 9-1 ratio. Where these are 6-1 ratio. Something along them lines. We can get back up in here real quick. Oh my goodness, there's the naked guy that walks around the woods. No, I'm kidding. I just want to get y'all's attention. Oh, he would definitely be YouTube famous though if I see him. I personally have not seen him yet. All right. So did your person think they can do it? All right, cool. Sounds good. We'll be here. God willing. I would say God willing the creek don't rise, but we really want the creek to rise. There. So okay, so all right. It's not a matter of showing off or anything. I had some idiot that was saying I was doing, but there. This stays with me out here all the time. Multiple reasons. I can go into those anytime you want, but one of the reasons is the property owner multiple times has caught a naked guy walking through the woods out here. And I have a bucket list of stuff I want to do, but tussling with a naked guy in the middle of the woods and backwoods in Alabama is not on that list. I promise you. He's definitely leaving with a limp. I mean, I was like, I ain't messing with him. He comes running up trying to, like, give me a struggle cuddle. That ain't gonna work out too well for him. I'm more worried about him than I am the snakes and the trespassers and the rabid coyote that's out here. But yeah, he's just walking around like he owned the place. There's a few cameras that are like up tall, like he climbed up a tree to put the cameras in them, and this dude's just walking around, just looking around, like, oh, look, it's a tree. Oh, there we go. Yay. I know I'm barreling him in, but I don't want him to get off too. Really? Trying to mess with him, I got a backlash. So you got a little mouth. Look, we both have the same plan here. We got the same goal involved. Cooperate. Yeah, I really don't like these little hooks. My man. Get off me. Alright, there's his tongue. Alright, pretty little fish. Fishy, fishy, fishy. Go on. Go home to the family. Zoink. Yeah. So, but yeah, there is a naked guy in here. We haven't seen him in a while, but he's around. He hasn't been caught, but the property owner did post a video of him, like, in the local group, like what's happening in the Springville group. Yeah. If I was messing with that dude, I think I got a little bit of a back. Oh, because my line got wrapped up there. And look, I'm like so laid back with people, and you want to do your own thing, I'm cool with it. But when you're on someone else's property, walking around naked, looking at the trees like you're on dope, yeah, your own thing could involve me really quick, and I just, that's not cool. You want to schedule a play date? Let's do it. I'm cool with that. But we're gonna set boundaries. First one, no struggle cuddle. I think that's a good boundary to start with. Second one, close. Got to be close. All right, so I got my first fish on a popper, and y'all were all here for it. That's awesome. Ah, I was unaware of that. Thank you. I appreciate that. I live in a state, though, that everyone carries, and they open carry. We don't even have to have a permit to conceal carry anymore. Because Meemaw decided that she was going to sign a bill saying that we can conceal carry, open carry. It's a constitutional right, and anybody can do it. My friends who are police, they all dislike that very much. Well, Jacob, you might want to rewind it. I got one in the boat. All right, cool. So pretty much up until this point, I might as well. I've had a gun on every one of my lives because it's always right there, and I literally just covered it up tonight, just because I just didn't want to hear any. Had one. I got almost 700,000 views total, and I've had one person just be a jackwagon. It's like, if it offends you so bad, come get it. If you want it, come get it. All right, so I'm kind of digging the popper because there's a lot going on here. And this crankbait rod actually seemed to handle that really good. So where I just cast it over there, and you can see a little tree just growing out there, a little like Charlie Brown Christmas tree right there. And there's like just a little landmass right there that I just cast it over. And sometimes I get lucky over there. I was over on one of the other platforms, and my friend, she was doing a live, and they do that battling crap or whatever, but I'm like, whatever. Anyways, she's like, hey Jason, did you get lucky while you're out today? And I'm like, well, I didn't catch any fish, but all right, I was like, yeah, no, but I did catch some fish, so that's kind of cool. She's like, that's not what I'm saying. I'm like, well, I'm just saying, that's what you said. But yeah, there's a little landmass right here, and I can get. Oh, that was a big fish behind me. Let's go back to the shallow area. Let's see which way we want to go. We'll go this way. Fat man in a little boat. Da-da-da. Oh yeah, I see where you're at. I see you. I see you. Yeah, I appreciate that because that's the problem. Is and the front is just basically the same as the back, and it just needs to be over the breast. It doesn't have to be very big, but it's the same lure on the front, the same from the same picture. I don't know if that helps any. Yeah, I'm definitely bringing my rat out here next time I come out here. I've only used it once anyway. That's the problem with most of my stuff. I use it once, I don't catch nothing, I put it away and never use it again. Yeah, the front just needs to be just on the booby, like a breast pocket area. I think the thing I like the most about the popper is you're moving a lot. Yeah, when I did the picture, it looked a little bit bigger than I wanted it to be at first, but it doesn't have to be very big at all. Like no bigger than a pack of Marlboro Reds. Sorry, Jacob, if you're listening. Didn't mean to bring him up. That was just the only thing I could think of because that was always what was in my pocket. Of course, now I have a pen and a Sharpie in my pocket every day. But shoot, for years I couldn't even wear a shirt with pockets on it because every time I saw the pocket, I was thinking about my Marlboro Reds in the box. I'm gonna go back over here. And the fish jumps in the boat. Hey y'all, give me some double tap screen, please. Only caught a couple. Those are just new. But I did catch my first fish off of a popper. And I'm getting ready to have to dip out, so you know the bite's coming alive now. They do get filled with stuff a lot. That is definitely the truth. So got something to my left. Good thing I'm throwing to my left. It's funny, I got these poker chips I made for my music, and they have a QR code that if you scan the QR code, it brings you to my YouTube page. And I have a guy at work, one of the bosses. He's like one of those really no nonsense type bosses, and I think people like that need some nonsense in their life. So for a while there, I was just like every day I was just walking by, and every time I saw an opportunity, I put one of my poker chips in his pocket. I think he got like 10 or 15 of them. He finally asked one of my buddies. He's like, "Is Jason just keep putting? How these keep happening? What is happening here?" That's true. I heard that. I don't know if you can see those two rocks right there, but I always like fishing right by those. It's like fish will get down there in between them. It reminds me of Finding Nemo with Dory and Dora or whatever. You know, go through the rocks, don't go over them. We are about to call it an evening because I have not eaten since like a long time ago. I just thought about that. As much as I forget to eat, you think I'd be skinny, but I don't. I'm gonna go over by some tree over here. I got water all over my glasses from the last fish. Not a bad problem to have. Really? Well, apparently I left my trolling motor running. Hold on a second. It turned back around again. That's me. That's usually when I forget, is when my sugar drops. So I mean, technically, I'm type 2 diabetic, so it don't take much for it to go up. No, not when we're in the tree. But like, I've had people over the years be like, I don't know, I just never eat. I always forget to do it. I'm like, how do you forget to eat? I'd like to forget to eat. I can forget to go to the bathroom somehow, but eating, I usually don't forget. I really want to go hit that other inlet real quick, but I also want to hit this. I haven't really done anything with this tree today, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, but I'm gonna cast over here a couple times. I'm gonna hit that inlet again, and then I'm gonna go. Oh, so she's definitely gonna go forward with it. That is awesome. All right, I'm gonna go across the lake real quick to the other inlet where I had those two on there that both came off. And I'm gonna just let this ride the whole way across. James, I appreciate you looking into that for me, brother. You gonna have her make you one too? I don't know, y'all may have heard me say this before, but one thing I like doing is when I'm going across the lake, just doing like a big troll. I mean, yeah, I don't have a patent on it. If she wants to make one, you wanna pay her for it, I mean, yeah, go ahead, man. Like I said, Bizbait hasn't gotten back with me. I mean, they haven't talked to me since I brought it up to them, which I think is really weird. Because pretty much anytime I sent them a message, they all talk back, and I sent them that, and they ain't heard nothing back from them. I need to see if I can find the picture without going too deep, because the green screen pictures don't go that far back. Oh, I hear a dog. I hear a dog in the trees right there. Well, I hear a dog barking, and I hear something in the trees. So maybe two different things. Yeah, definitely, man. Just like I said, if whatever it costs to make it, let me know and I'll cash app you or whatever. You can send it. I think you know a guy at the mail post office. I'll tell you, and there's snakes. You don't forget about the snakes and trespassers. It's an interesting lake. You just never know what's going to happen out here. I mean, look, Dollar General and Walmart ain't got nothing on this place. Okay. Huh. I love it. My town is actually a really peaceful town. There's like no crime here. But like when we first moved here, though, a lady walked into the Dollar General with an AR-15 and tried robbing it. She didn't get none. People at the AR had guns too, but it was kind of funny. They locked her in. She's like, "Wait, that's not what's supposed to happen." Like, yeah, but that's what happened. Let me tell you, in a small town like this, I mean, how long does she have to wait till there was nobody in the Dollar General? There we go. What time is it? We're at 6 feet of water, and it is, crap, it's 8 o'clock already. It's gonna be 10:30 before I get in bed. And my wife's gonna be asleep. I figure it's almost 7:30. Well, I figured wrong. Right? I got 33 on my screen. I see 33 likes. All right, I got 4 people in here and 33 likes. Something tells me y'all already did the liking thing. All right, cool. Oh, got 5 of us. Hey, welcome in. Join the party. Welcome to the lake. Mr. Barr, how you doing? We will end the live before that happens. I'm just just in case there are any concerns there. Like I said, these are the first reels I've had that I can just I have to put my thumb on it. James, I'm gonna give my wife a number. You can call her, and you can tell her why I'm still alive. Yeah, you're safe enough for far enough away to where you'll be safe. I'm gonna look up. She's gonna be standing on the side of the lake, being like, "Jason Scott Keener, come here." I'm like, yes, dear. Who's gonna be the winner? I like it. And then afterwards, here's what you do: you give a like, double tap screen, then go to my releases tab on my channel and check out my music. I think the bite's dead again. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Did y'all hear the owl? I mean, not me. I mean, that was really me. But there was another owl, and that's why I did it. You hear it? There's so much wildlife out here. Do these things fill up with water or something? It keeps going up. Oh, no. No. I understand. Pine needles. Lake surrounded by pine trees. I guess you're going to get those. Bloop. The coolest thing, though, is my wife will probably text me here in a minute and be like, "Baby, you know, you got to get to work early. You got to wrap it up, probably. Takes a minute to get out of there." And that's when the fish start biting. There you go. Year round. That's right. Unlimited. Forever. I hope. I had a family member just recently asked, "Wait, you're making music?" And I'm like, "How do you not know that?" My family is not real close. Oh, okay, well, I like it. All right, well, appreciate that. Thanks. Yeah. I want so bad to get one more fish on this popper. It's not going to happen. I'm going to call my boss at 4 o'clock in the morning and be like, "I ain't going to make it in, dog." They had us all get together the other day, and they said they're having problems with people being late. So, well, that happens. So, look, if you're in a traffic jam, that's fine. Send us a picture of the traffic jam. One, so we know you're not lying. You know, you didn't say that, but I knew that one. Said so we know you're not actually the reason for the traffic jam and you're okay. And I was like, Well, I left a few minutes late the other day, and I went through Jack's, and there was like 6 people in front of me, and I'm always the first one in there because they open at 4. And I'm always numero uno, and I'll be sitting there a little bit before 4. If I can't every now and again, they'll open up for me. Well, there's like 5 or 6 cars in front of me. I was gonna take a picture and send to my boss, but I might be late. The traffic jam, and I'm in it. All right, one more cast. But where to go? We'll go over here. Tell you what, when you get a good pop on that thing, I like the spray that it does with the water, the pattern. It shoots it out. Alright, don't you do it. Oh, I hit that bird. Did y'all see that? That was a bat. Did y'all see that? bat ate my line. It went to the water and flew out of the water. That's it. We're calling in the ringer. That's what I'm talking about. Well, I created a little minute highlight for just there. I don't know if y'all saw that or not. I was like, what happened to my line? I looked, I'm like, what's that coming out of the water? I picture the aliens and stuff all over the place coming out of water. And I'm like, surely that's not what's happening right here. But it was a bat. Didn't know it was a bat or a bird, but I think it was a bat. See, it just went to 34 for me. I'm only seeing 34. Boogie boy, how you doing, brother? Good to see you. Appreciate your support. Appreciate you, being our ringer today. Coming here and saving the day because I gotta go to bed. And once we all get on a mission, it's a mission. It is what it is. All right, one more cast, and I really do gotta go. Woohoo! Thank you. I did that and an owl hooted back at me. That's hilarious. Can't wait. There's that bat that came after my popper again. Yeah. We got 11 of us in here. If y'all don't mind, double tap that screen real quick. But I'm getting ready to get off here in a second. Get away from my popper. This bat's gonna get my popper before this night's over, and I do not want to have to unhook a bat. But yeah, check out my music underneath my releases tab. Got some new music coming out tonight that my man James in here helped me write. It's really his song. Real Outdoors 42. Yeah, he's the man. Anyways, it's a real song coming out. My publisher has it right now. They gotta get it all in all the stores and all that stuff. So hopefully they work around the clock. So. Well, Colin, I appreciate you coming in, man. I really do. Yeah, I got a few. Of course, I got a bunch underneath me now, but I got 2 in the boat. So, but this is my first time ever using a popper, so I'm really stoked about that. I got 2 on it, but they both came off. I was debating going home putting bigger hooks on it, which I'm still debating doing. But then I got another one on it, and I did get one on a fluke earlier. All right. D-Man, what's up, dog? Please tell me you're having a good day, sir. I almost caught a bat. Forgot about that. Like, not a Louisville slugger. I'm talking like a little Batman bat. Let me pull this up. Yeah, I can't wait to go check out the highlights and see if it actually made it, if that actually got the bat a second ago. All right. Doing good, my man. I consider hanging out with everybody in here. Got Got a few likes tonight, got a few views, so getting closer to that next step in the growth of the channel, which I appreciate everyone's help with that. And I had a good day at work, a long day. We got customers coming in for inspections tomorrow, so tomorrow's gonna be a little bit longer. Do feel a little bit of a little cough coming on. Hope that doesn't get too bad. That'd be really bad. There's another like. Thank you. Yeah, D-Man, we got Real Outdoors 42, James. Yeah, he helped me with the songs. We got a new song coming out here in a little bit. Should get released tonight, or not tonight, but first thing in the morning. I'm actually surprised I haven't got an email saying it's gone live. So that's kind of a highlight today too, is the fact that we got a new song coming out. I'm trying, man. I'm always trying to work it. Getting something going. Ooh. I like all that little structure spots down there. I need to come through here and do little waypoints on that, to where all the little humps are and stuff. I told them one day we were cleaning for some customers. We were sweeping for like 3 days. It was horrible. Motor shops get dirty. They do. And I told them, I said, man, this is really affecting my casting arm. I don't know if I can keep this up. They just stopped and looked at me, just laughed and walked away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh, didn't mean to put the brakes on. Yeah, he knows I protect my arm, especially my casting arm. What kind of cast? Well, I got it on the Asagi rod, you know. Oh, definitely hearing critters out there. I'll tell you what, last night after my phone died, there was something inside the woods right here. Like, right in there, and I couldn't see it. It was moving around, and it didn't care that I heard it. And I didn't like that. And I usually don't do it, but I went ahead and popped a couple off, just to kind of make a little bit of noise, and it quit moving around, and I was like, all right, I'm out. But yeah, the frogs are about to come out here in a minute too. And these are the most aggressive frogs I've ever been around. I had to keep kicking them out of my way the first night I found out that there's a bunch of frogs in here. It's like, oh, now get. Had to bust out my whole redneck. Get on out of here. And I have not been messing with the little battery for my my depth finder anymore. I just went ahead and put alligator clips on my depth finder and just started hooking it up to the big battery. Oh yeah, you trying to get me in trouble. I mean, don't get me wrong, I like the way you're thinking. I'm definitely not saying that I'm disagreeing with you. You are not wrong. I should. But I've already done picked up the big battery, so. But I'm actually going to start getting in a lot of trouble because as the days start getting longer, I mean, it's subtle right now, just a minute a day, but it's going to be bad once I turn around. It's like, oh crap, it's 9:30 and it's still light out. That's going to be bad. Yeah, like Jacob said, this is just a nightmare waiting to happen. Yeah, I got those new flukes coming in the mail. Hopefully they'll be here. I was hoping they'd be here by this weekend, but we will see. There's a guy on TikTok that reached out to me. And what is his name? It's Jersey Devil Custom Baits, I think. But seems like a pretty cool dude. Talked to him for a couple days there, even after he got my money. So I think he's legit. Oh, it's my face. That's my comfort zone. In trouble. It's my comfort zone. That's what I'm saying. At the HR where I used to work before I got tired of their crap, they had there was chairs for me in the HR office. But my chair. My understanding, that chair's not there anymore now that I'm gone. So everyone thought it was a joke until they realized it wasn't. Oh, there's people blowing horns all around me. I want to get them. I want to go over to my truck, start blowing mine too. But I'm busy. All right. This is my last cast right here. So, wait, I land on. Okay, as I say, if I get stuck on a leaf, I'm doing another. All right, that is it. I think I'm gonna go ahead and end the live too, so I can get this thing off my neck. But like I said, hopefully I can upgrade my my filming situation. Just gotta figure out how to do it. Which way will work best. So we will see. I just gotta, like I said, get out there and look around and see what I can get. Oh, it helps I'm not tripping over rocks. So you're throwing that top water right there. All right, guys. I think it's just you and me. My man, you have a good night. I appreciate everything. Let me know what's up with the shirt when you know, and then I'll let you know when the that song goes live. You might get a notification for it. So, but appreciate you. You be good, man. You be careful. Swink.